gotta get the show on the road. If you are somebody who maybe doesn't usually struggle with dry skin, but now are coming to these colder seasons and are just like, what the heck is happening to my skin? Or if you're somebody who just struggles with dry skin on a regular basis and like winter and colder seasons are the death of you, you're gonna wanna watch this video. What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know the shimmy, then you are clearly new here. So my name is Delana Cherie and my mission on my channel is to help you sort out the noise of the beauty industry and find the right routines and products that work for your complexion goals. And today I am going to try to help you save your skin by finding some other products that you might want to consider switching to during the winter months while your skin is struggling a little bit because the air is just, it's not kind to us. Right now I am in the middle of using an entire skincare line for 30 days because the only way to really test products is to use like the whole line for 30 days. All of the products that you're going to see me use in this video are going to be Mario Badescu products because I don't want to mess up the progress that I've made with the Mario Badescu products, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to only be talking about Mario Badescu products. I am going to show you the one that I am using, but then I'm also going to tell you whether I like another one better or not. I have not fully formed my opinion on all of these Mario Badescu products yet, so I'm going to show you what I'm using, but then I'm also going to show you something that is tried and true for me that I know will work for you. So the first thing that I do whenever I'm wearing makeup is I always go in with a makeup remover of some sort of cleansing balm. Recently, before I started the Mario Badescu thing, so I'm not using it right now, but whenever I'm not on the Mario Badescu, I've been using the Vic Cosmetics Liquid Gold Oil Cleanser. This one is pretty basic. Oil cleansers really don't need to be fancy, just kind of get one that breaks down the makeup well. There's another one, the Green Clean from Pharmacy, that is like amazing. The best makeup remover I've ever used in my entire life. I went through 2 of those things, but then I was like, okay, I really need, it's my job to review products, so I probably need to move on to the next thing. Right now I am using the well, not right now, but when I'm not doing this Mario Badescu thing, I am using the Vic Cosmetics Liquid Gold. What's great about an oil cleanser is that it's not going to strip your skin at all. It's just breaking down the makeup, so you're not over stripping your skin, over cleansing your skin and stripping it of all those natural oils. In fact, you're actually leaving a little bit of residue of an oil, which is really, really good for your skin. However, since I am doing 30 days with Mario Badescu skincare and I can't use the cleansing oil, I have just been using my makeup eraser, as you can tell, to get all of my eye makeup off. So then after I have pre-cleansed with my oil cleanser, I will go in with just a regular cleanser. So right now I'm currently using the Mario Badescu Skincare Seaweed Cleansing Soap. This one is pretty good. I have a good impression of it so far, but the one that is tried and true that I've gone through many of is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cleanser. This one actually has a hydrating cleansing serum in it, which every time I hear that something, that a cleanser is hydrating or that it has a hydrating serum in it, I am always like, okay, so you mean it's like not actually gonna clean my skin. That's always what I think whenever I hear of any sort of hydration or cleanser or anything like that. But this one, I was blown away. This one, I was like addicted, and I honestly can't wait to like be done with other cleansers because I want to go back to this one. Whenever you are doing your cleanser, you just want to make sure that you massage it really, really well into the skin. This is for the oil and the regular cleanser. Really break down that makeup, take your time with it. So after we have cleansed and before we put any moisturizer or serums or oils or anything on our face, we actually want to exfoliate. Exfoliating, if you don't know already, is so important in terms of keeping your skin well hydrated because you are removing all of that lovely dead skin off of the face so that all of these expensive and nourishing ingredients that you're about to put on it with moisturizers and serums and everything in between can actually go as deep into the skin. They don't have that barrier of that dead skin on top. So let's get all that out of the way. And that way, all these products that we spend our money on can actually do their job and do it well. Now, I actually have 2 products here that I'm gonna recommend. The one that I'm currently using, because I do really love it so far, is the Mario Badescu Enzyme Revitalizing Mask. This one is definitely going to be on the lower end price range of things. It is so, so good. I remember the first time I used it, I was like, it's my skin. Yes, it is a mask. We're not using any physical exfoliators, no scrubs or anything like that. There's a time and a place for those for sure, but on a regular basis, you do want to use some sort of chemical exfoliant like a glycolic acid or an enzyme. So this has enzymes in it. And then the other one that I recommend is the Strivectin Advanced Acid Resurface Glycolic Mask. This one I have been obsessed with. Pretty sure I've talked about it several times in other videos. It is so, so good. This one is on the higher end of price range. It is $59, but it will last you forever. I think I've had mine for at least 6 months, and I have another tube waiting for me, so. What I like about this one too is that it's only 5 minutes. It's kind of intense, so if you have like super sensitive skin, you probably don't want to go with this guy, but this one is fine for sensitive skin. I do have sensitive skin. I've been able to use both of these. This one I just have to use a little bit more sparingly than I can use this one. But both of these are recommended to use. This one's 2 to 3 times a week, and this one is 1 to 2 times a week. So once our skin is all nice and exfoliated, we got all that dead skin off, it is fresh and new, and it is ready to absorb all of the lovely ingredients that we need to put into it. We want to go in with an oil. Yes, even if you have oily skin, which if you do, you're probably not watching this video, but maybe you are. Right now I am using the Mario Badescu Rose Hips Nourishing Oils, and I just take a little bit of that in between my hands. I kind of just drop it into the middle of my hand and then pat it all over the face, avoiding the eye area. I'll bring it down the neck and on the chest if I have any left over. One oil that I would recommend that's on the higher end price range, I freaking love this, and I have not found an oil that compares to it, but it is the Carez Wild Rose Spotless Serum is actually what it's called, but it does have an oil in it, and it has vitamin C in it, and this one was just so revitalizing. It made my skin feel fresh and new. It's completely empty. I used all of it, and it is like $80, I think, so it's definitely pretty pricey. That's a good option. And then actually, randomly enough, if you have a Trader Joe's near you and you just want a good, affordable oil that will get the job done, the Rose Face Oil is actually pretty good. It doesn't compare to the Wild Rose Spotless Serum by Carez, but it's not $80. This one is only like, I think $6, something like that. Okay, so let's talk about moisturizer, because that is the next step in our routine. Right now I am using the Mario Badescu Hydro Moisturizer with vitamin C. I just kind of like rub it together and then massage that all over the face, making sure to get into all the tight corners, like around the nose. I bring it down my neck and chest and everything else. So, but if you want the secret recipe for amazing hydration on your skin, and you have the budget, girl, you need to try the It Cosmetics Secret Sauce. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about this for a little while, and then I came across it because I've been collecting all of my empties, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot about this. And this is so important. This is such an important product. It is my whole life. I think it's $69 or something like that, so it's about $70. Lasted me forever, barely used any of it. But if you want something that's on the more affordable side, you could also do the Clinique Moisture Surge 72-hour auto replenish hydrator. This one I don't feel is as deeply hydrating as the It Cosmetics Secret Sauce, but it is still a really good option, especially if you're somebody that doesn't like the feeling of moisturizer on your face. You would probably like this one because it's a little bit more of that gel consistency, but it still has good hydration. All right, we have cleansed with oil. We have cleansed with a good cleanser. We've exfoliated. We've put on our oils, and we have put on some good deep hydrating moisturizer. So we have now given our face oil and water. It is time to treat the eye area. What I'm using right now, and I actually really like, is the Mario Badescu Hyaluronic Eye Cream. This one is so interesting. It kind of feels like Vaseline. Didn't like it at first because I was like, oh, it's so thick. And now I'm actually really digging it because I like the way that my makeup looks on top of it, surprisingly. So that is one option, and that is definitely going to be a more affordable option. For a higher end option, oh my gosh, I've gone through a couple of these actually, and this is the Drunk Elephant Shaba Complex Eye Serum. But this guy, so good. A very, very thin consistency, like it almost feels a little bit watery. So whenever I first tried it, I was like, oh, this is not gonna be hydrating enough. I felt like it kept my under eye area really hydrated, everything in between. So I do highly recommend that guy. But I always just take my eye cream in between my two ring fingers and then just pat that underneath my eye. So then lastly, I will usually just spray with a little bit of Mario Badescu facial water spray. Now this one I have been using before I started doing this whole 30 days of Mario Badescu skincare thing. I have been using this for a while. I love spraying this on top of my makeup. I love spraying it under my makeup. I love spraying it as a toner. I love spraying it at the end of my skincare. Like, you could just use it whenever and wherever, honestly. But especially if you're somebody who just like, oh my gosh, no matter how many products I put on throughout the day, I just get dry, and you just feel like you need that refreshing, just lift again. This is such a good option, especially if you need to spray it over your makeup just to kind of freshen everything up. I'm also using, as this whole 30 days with Mario Badescu thing, I'm using the facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. This one is kind of the same way. You can just spray it and whenever, wherever. And then the last thing that I will say is, in the mornings, I don't normally apply an oil. If you are like Sahara Desert dry, you probably want to do an oil in the morning. Even I've been considering doing an oil as it has gotten colder outside, but don't cleanse your face in the morning. This is like a huge misconception, I feel like, is everybody told you to cleanse twice. So you cleanse once in the morning and cleanse once at night. I might be bursting your bubble a little bit, but if you have dry skin, you're unnecessarily cleansing your face. All you really need to do is just kind of get everything off the surface. Either just rinse really well with water, or go in like I do with a micellar water. This is a little bit more of a pricey one, but I absolutely love it. It is by far my favorite micellar water I have ever used, and this is the It Cosmetics Miracle Water. It's an anti-aging formula. I absolutely freaking love this. Oh my gosh, I would use it all the time whenever I worked at Sephora. I would use it on like every freaking client. I love it so much. But I'll just take a little swipe of, like you would a toner, I'll take a little swipe of on a cotton pad and just like wipe it all over the face. It gets all the residue off. It's just like a light cleansing. Another good option is the Sephora Micellar Cleansing Milk. Now, if you are sensitive to fragrance, you probably don't want to use this one, which is actually why I stopped using it. I am just too sensitive to fragrance to use something like this. That one is a good option if you want one that is on the more affordable side. It is carried at Sephora, obviously, only, but it totally is worth a try. So you would use that in place of your cleanser in the morning, and then you would just follow up with an oil, moisturizer, and eye cream, and then do your makeup, and you're good to go. Now, if you partially came to this video because you know that your dry skin is messing with how your makeup wears throughout the day and applies and everything in between, make sure that you check out this video right here, because I am going to walk you through all the steps on how I change my foundation routine so that it's not sucking the life out of my dry skin, but I still feel like I'm on trend for the fall makeup trends and stuff like that. Click right there and I will see you over in that video. Bye!